Alright, for your students to access and use Typing Master, they access Typing Master from the Now window. You can double click it here. And for students that have logged in before, if this isn't their first time logging in, they have to select the grade level that they're in. I'm going to log in as a 4th grader. And then type in their long student ID number. And eventually they'll see it pop up on the list, so they can choose it this way if they'd like to as well. And then type in their PIN number, their lunch PIN number for their password. And enter. Alright, just to go over a few things. Now this is a 4th grader, so this is someone that's used Typing Master for at least a year, and so they've completed some exercises. So you can see here that it automatically put us into lesson number 5. The student could go back and see which lessons they still need to finish. So in this case there's one back here, kind of a review lesson that they could do, or they could jump into lesson level number 5, and they would simply go into one of the lessons and start taking it. The other thing that students can do too is they can go to Repaso, and they can look at some of the things that caused them difficulty in the past, and they can go and review some of those things, so that this student can see that they had trouble with these letters, and it shows that down here as well, so they can practice some of the letters that gave them some difficulty in the past. Another fun thing that they can do is go into Exámenes, and from here they can take some tests that will typically will show them like a paragraph of text, and I can go in here and you can see what it looks like. So it'll give them a paragraph of text rather than just giving them letters to practice, so they can actually go in here and practice typing full paragraphs of text. And the other fun one is there are games that they can take too, so they can go and choose which letters to work on, or numbers, capital, lowercase, what types of words, and so I can go into one of these too just so you can take a look at it. And again, it's just a fun way for the kids to practice in a slightly different way. So in this case they have to type the word before it drops all the way down into the box. Okay. They can go into their statistics and look to see how they've been doing in various levels. And they can also go down here and do like a more of a report. And what's nice about this is that the students can have their report, and really this is the best way for you to see their progress. And so what a student can do is pull up their report, and then they can print. I don't think you can see this up here, but above my screen here there's a print option. So you can have the students one day, after they've been typing for a while, you can go in and say, okay, now go ahead and print your report, and all the students can print their reports, and then you can have them a hard copy of them to see how they're doing. I'm going to go back, and so that's kind of the basics. They don't really need to go into these two down here at the bottom. Essentially the students are going to spend most of their time up here in the cursos, but then you can allow them to do some of these other activities from time to time as well. And make sure, I would say, that you're monitoring them a little bit to see that they're not jumping ahead and doing lesson 10 before they finish lesson 3, for example. Yeah, so that's the basics.